GrowthEnabler essentially is a paradigm shift in the way advice, growth advice and insight is given to all of these amazing young entrepreneurs around the world. We are enabling the best advice in the world to get to people who need it most, who seek it most around the globe, starting from India to China to anywhere on the planet. And we're doing this because we feel that the growth of entrepreneurs in the world is running at an amazing pace, and we feel the supply is just falling short. So there's so many people wanting to set up businesses, so many people in established businesses who are looking to grow those businesses, and it's time that we take all of this great advice, mentorship, knowledge, everything that exists out there, and put it into a virtual platform. So we're talking about mobile first markets. Well, we're a mobile first provider of growth advice. GrowthEnabler sponsored a session, thanks to MEF, around really trying to understand what it's going to take for mobile first markets to really, developing markets to really start developing as quickly as possible, starting with Asia and in this case India. And so we had stalwarts of the industry, Amazon there, we had K Capital and Micromax, which is a mobile device manufacturer. And the conversation was all about, what is the ecosystem going to do? What are all the disparate players in the ecosystem going to do to help develop this ecosystem to a point where entrepreneurs are not afraid to set up a business and not afraid to fail. In certain cultures around the world, failure is seen as a taboo, right? And that is changing. That is changing now. And in a market like India, we're slowly starting to embrace failure, where it's okay to fail. And that was one of the big learnings. The other big learning was, the appetite for investors in this market, in Asia in particular, is growing. There are more and more angel investors, more and more incubators, more and more accelerators, more and more growth enablers, hopefully, coming into the market, giving startups the hope and the aspiration and the inspiration to set up companies day on, day out. Because look, if startups are setting up, we're going to get more jobs, and we're going to get the need for greater skills and greater competence in the marketplace, and that's good for any economy. I think it's a no-brainer that mobile is first, and mobile needs to be first in every single innovation. The innovations we're seeing, we have over 2,000 startups in our database. We work with hundreds of startups. Every innovation we see, especially on tech, and in fact I'm going to talk about non-tech as well, but on the tech side, everyone is creating some sort of a solution to a problem that is enabled by mobile, and we're seeing that everywhere. And the more and more devices you see out there, and the more penetration you see of users on mobile, from feature phones to smartphones, you're going to see more and more innovations that are mobile-centric and app-centric. Even non-tech, conventional, traditional industries, offline industries are becoming online. Every business today is a digital business, period. And it's no longer about I'm a tech startup or I'm a non-tech startup. Every startup is going to have a technology flavor to it, which is going to drive business growth, give you jobs, and make us happier people around the world.